Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Cici and I'm a reseller on Poshmark, and I'm going to do a what sold video today. So this video is going to cover the time frame of March 15th to March 21st. The weeks are not exact calendar weeks because the first week of March was on a Friday. So I've been following the flow that week. I had 30 sales, 2 of which were canceled. And I made about $522 net, which is not at all where I want to be. I would like to be making at least $300 more than that a week. And yeah, but it is an improvement from the previous week. So that part I was very happy about. My first sale was a pair of Fry shoes. I had just gotten these at the bins. And let me just say this really quick. My cost of goods at the bins ranges anywhere from $1.50 an item to $2 when I average out the cost. So to make this easy so I don't have to repeat it every time, we'll just assume a cost of goods of $1.75 on each item at the bins. And that will be pretty representative of what I actually paid. So yeah, these Fry shoes I got at the bins. Last week I posted them on the 13th. They sold on the 15th for $40. I had them listed at $45. I had an offer for $35 and I countered $45 and they accepted. So that netted me $32. They were in decent shape and they're Fry, so you can kind of always count on Fry for a good sale pretty much. I mean, I think I have one pair of Fry Melissa boots left in my closet, but by and large Fry things sell through. The next sale was a pair of Woody's hand-painted wooden sandals. I got these at the regular Goodwill. I paid $6.99. I got this and I got 2 other similar pairs in black at the same time. What I didn't realize when I got them is that they were oversaturated at every Goodwill. They had gotten a donation of them. They were all brand new in their own little individual baggies. And then even at some of the other non-Goodwill thrift stores in town, there were some, and that carried on for about 2 months. So they were everywhere. Someone had donated a whole bunch to thrift stores. They were attractive. But yeah, I posted these back in October of 2022. So they've been posted quite some time. And I had them listed at $25, just trying to recoup my costs there, I guess. And someone liked them, so I offered $20 with discounted shipping. So my net on those was $13.02. The next item I sold was a brown wool blend vintage plaid skirt. It was A-line with an elastic waist, and this was gotten at the bins. I had it listed at $15 because it was size small, so I just wanted to get it to move. I originally posted it in November. I didn't get any takers at that price, although I had sent multiple offers with $13 and discounted shipping. So I reposted it at $20 this month, and someone purchased it outright, so I netted $16 on that skirt. These shoes were just comfortable shoes. They were kind of styled like a Rothy's, but they were just an off-brand called Serra, S-E-R-R-A. And I had them listed at $15. A liker came through and I sent an offer for $13 with discounted shipping for a net of $707. This was also a bins item. The brand is 31, and their purses and wallets, etc. sell pretty well for me. This I got at the bins, and I didn't realize... excuse me, I thought it was just a clutch. What I didn't realize is that it also had a crossbody strap that wasn't present. So I posted it just at $10 because it was missing a component, a pretty important functional piece of the bag, and someone purchased it outright at $10, which netted me $705. So that was fine for something I just got at the bins. These shoes were also from the bins. The brand was X Appeal, and it was the Adele nude tone rhinestone embellished flat. I had those listed at $20. I had just recently reposted them, and someone came out and just bought them, so I netted $16. I had a few more of just straight purchases than I typically do in a month, so that was nice this month. The next item that sold was a Dooney & Bourke. I got this in a lot of Dooney & Bourke bags and one wallet that I got at Shop Goodwill. They cost me $18.47 a piece. This was a smaller Dooney with the patent leather finish in a nice purple. I had it listed at $45, and I had been sending offers for $40 and discounted shipping for some time. with no takers. So someone came along and offered me 35, which gave me a net of 18, or excuse me, 28. Uh, so my net earnings were 28. Once you take off the 18 I paid, I probably made about $10 on that purse, which is really actually sad. I don't know if I'm banned on Poshmark, but my sales, they've just been so slow. It's ridiculous. I'm actually starting to get a little frustrated with it, because usually when I have a sale slow down, it will happen for a week or two, and we're about at the 2 week point. So my sales need to start picking up. I'm doing everything, I'm doing everything that I should be doing, so I don't understand it. But the next item I had paid $3 for at a regular thrift store. It was an Ann Carson true silk wrap shirt, blouse, sleeveless blouse, tied at the hip. It was very cute. I had it listed at 20. I sent an offer for 16, so that made me net $9.82. So I made about $6 on that. This, unfortunately, I have this right here. This is a beautiful L.K. Bennett clutch. L.K. Bennett. I don't know that I can halfway talk tonight, but it's a brand that Kate Middleton wears dresses by L.K. Bennett. I think it's a British designer, but I got this $10 at a local shop sometime. It's been a while. April of 23. So when I got home, I realized it had a smudge here, and it was a brown smudge. So I got a metallic silver pen and kind of marked over that to camouflage it. And then it was just posted, and it would get likers, and I had it listed at 30. And because of the flaw, so I really didn't feel I could ask much more. And finally now, someone just came and outright bought it on the 17th, and I went to take it out of storage, and unfortunately, I had left the chain, the strap on the purse like that, and because patent is so sensitive, it left these markings. So as I was packing it, I noticed that you can't, it's not really, I'm trying to get the light angled in there, but from where the strap touched the bag, basically, boy, I wish I couldn't see it like that myself, because if it didn't show that well, I could have sold it. But yeah, there's some markings that really aren't showing up. They're hard to see. They're like right here and here, but they're like a brown tone smudge. So I reached out to the buyer through the sale and said, hey, I'm so sorry. I stored this bag incorrectly, etc. I can offer it to you for 10. Let me know if you want me to cancel the sale, or I'll offer it to you for 10. Please let me know. She didn't get back to me. So then I made a bundle a few days later and asked her, and she still didn't get back to me. So on the 5th day, Posh will send that email saying, please ship this sale. So I just canceled it, and I still haven't heard from her, and it's very unfortunate. I paid $10 for that bag. I'm going to have to write it off, or I can post it again with the flaws. But yeah, it's just so unfortunate, and it was my fault. I stored it. I should have known better. I should have just, it would have been so easy just to open the bag and put the strap inside and store it that way. And then there wouldn't, and the strap is also removable. So, but yeah, it's L.K. Bennett. Oh well. Okay, moving right along. Banana Republic black and white tweed mini skirt was my next sale. I'd gotten that at the bins. I had it listed at 15. Someone offered 10. I accepted for a net of $7.05. Then this was a nice bundle. So I originally offered the buyer $125. She countered $100. Each of these 4 items I got at the bins. Well, 3 of them I got at the bins, and 1 I got at the dollar shoe table at a local thrift store. So the first item was these Jessica Farrell. I believe they were Brazilian heels. They were hand woven. They were beautiful leather. They were a great size, 8.5. And those had been posted since 2020. And yeah, I'd reposted them over the years. I'd taken new pictures, but I paid $1 for them, so they finally sold. This Dress the Population dress was a very heavy sequin dress, so the sequins were done really well because they added quite a bit to the weight of the dress. And that I got at the bins. This burgundy leather doeskin felt wool hat I got at the bins. And the Steve Madden Real Love red patent leather heels I got at the bins. Those I got in July. The Dress the Population excuse me, and the burgundy hat were both gotten in January. So they hadn't been posted that long. But she countered 100, and with that $100, I earned 80. So being that I didn't pay any more, I mean, I paid 8 maximum for those 4 items. So that netted me a $72 profit, which was my best sale of the week for sure. This sale got canceled, and thank goodness she emailed me when she did. I was just walking out the door to go to the post office. This was an afternoon sale. And I was probably going to the post office about 4 something, and she may have purchased them about noon. And she emailed me. I was literally just walking out of the door, and the only reason I came back is I remembered I had a return from Amazon to ship, not at the UPS store, but it's nearby the post office, so I thought, well, I better get this shipped back so I can get my credit. So I came back in, and then I saw the notification on my phone that I had a message, and this buyer was asking me, she's like, please don't ship them. I've reached out to Poshmark. I need to cancel this sale. So I was like, okay, and then I started to go cancel it, and I was like, no, because I don't know if Poshmark doesn't ding me in the algorithm or ding my account for canceling sales. I know they don't like it. So I said, okay. So I didn't ship them. And then she reached back out to me the next day asking me if I would please cancel the sale because Poshmark wouldn't. Which I thought was ironic because I hear a lot of resellers saying, you know, a buyer will reach out and complain about a sale or say it was an accidental purchase or something to that effect, and Poshmark will cancel it. In this case, where I would have actually been happy if they canceled it, they didn't. So I said, well, I'll reach out to them. So in the email community or in the in-app messaging function that she and I were using, I invited Posh in. You can invite Poshmark in, and I said, will you please cancel these? I don't want my account to be dinged for canceling, but the buyer has changed their mind. So they canceled it, and I'm glad because I will say you can do an intercept with the post office. So I've used that twice. Once I made a mistake and put the wrong label on a box, so I basically sent the wrong order to the wrong person. You can go on to the post office website and do a intercept, and it costs you. And the further away the package is, the more they'll charge. But this particular package was going from where I'm at in Georgia to New Mexico, and they only charged $15, and then that sale, it was worth it. But in this case, with this Croft & Barrel flats, while they were attractive, I just got them at the bins and they weren't real leather, so I would have been very aggravated. I would have just lost the sale. I guess Poshmark could have had her send them back. I don't know what they do in those cases. So this jacket was an outright sale. It was a Levi's girls, just cute denim jacket with like bling rhinestone buttons down the front, and I had that listed at $15. Someone purchased it outright, so I earned $12 on that. This beige camisole shaper by Bally. That was a personal item I decided to sell. I had it listed at $15. Someone liked it. It's been listed since January, so not that long. But I sent an offer for $11 with discounted shipping, netting me $603. And that was a personal item, so that was all profit. This was a gorgeous dress, but it had it's a kid's black satin formal gown, and it was, I had it posted since last August, and I thought it would have sold over the holiday season. It would be something perfect, like if a child was doing a piano recital or something like that. It was that kind of dress. It was just gorgeous. But in the folds of the material at the front of the dress, there was a small little, it wasn't a rip, but it was like the fabric was frayed and it was just a little spot, but and it was pretty much camouflaged by the folds of the material. But because of that flaw, I had it priced at $10. Someone offered me $9 and I accepted for a net of $605, and that was a bins item if I hadn't said that. This was a very recent bins item. I posted this on February 18th, and I posted it at $20. It was an Old Navy maxi dress with like a tropical print, and someone purchased it outright, so I earned $16 on that dress. This was probably one of the oldest items. I'm not even, I know sometimes I exaggerate. Let me just say, first of all, I think in a previous video I said Easter was in May this year. I I don't know. I don't know where I got that, because I remember I had a whole bunch of clothes in that haul that I want to address as being spring or good for Easter. I was like, oh, I better look up where Easter is. And for whatever reason, when I thought it was May, and then I make up stuff all the time. Like when I go back and watch these videos, and it's not till after, like I do the editing, and of course you're rewatching it, but sometimes everything just, I miss things. So sometimes, like, I guess I'm just saying this to let you guys know, if you hear me say something crazy, like I just made up something totally cuckoo bird, I catch it later. I know it. I do make things up. I don't mean to. And now I don't. Oh, so I was saying all that because I'm saying this literally is one of the oldest items in my closet. I'm not even exaggerating with that. This New Balance bra has been posted since 2020. And I've taken it now on 3 different mannequins, the pictures I've retaken. And it's ridiculous. I don't know why I've even bothered. Like, I should have written this off. It's a New Balance J. Crew size extra small sports bra. I had it posted at $5. I had originally had it posted at $15. I'd come down to $10. And now I was just like, this thing's got to go. I bypassed it on my 2 major inventory write-offs, where I went through and just kind of culled my inventory. So I don't know why I still had it. I don't know why I had put so much effort into it. It was just one of those things. But it was a bins. I got it at the bin. So it sold for $5. I made $2.05. So after my cost of goods, I probably made $1 on that bra. This was a bundle. So I originally offered her, I think 28. I sent her an offer for 28 with no shipping discount. Each of these items I had posted individually at 20. She countered back 23. That netted me $18.40. These were both bins items, and they'd both been posted so long, or not so long. Okay, let me just slow down. The Go Softly item, Go Softly Patio, are really nice muumuus that have done well for me. I had never seen a Go Softly piece that wasn't a muumu. So I saw this velour kind of, it was like a lounging cardigan, something you'd wear while you were having your morning coffee or something like that. I picked it up based on brand. It got no attention, no likes. It's been posted since August of last year. And again, I got it at the bins. This pink chiffon maxi dress, that was posted in January of 2023. So, and it had a little snag by the zipper. I actually think I got that in a thread-up box now that I'm looking at it. I did. I got that in a thread-up box. So that cost me about $1.83 or $2. And the other item was so I probably had 3 in on that. So I netted 15. So I earned about $7 on each of those items. But I was happy to see those go. These were men's Ouija loafers by G.H. Bash. They're just a really very classic profile men's leather loafer. I had them listed at $45. They'd been listed since November 30th, so not terribly long, but I was ready for them to move, so I offered $34 and discounted shipping. That netted me $24. These I actually paid up for about $7 at the regular Goodwill, so. And then these leggings were by the girls brand Justice. I think Justice is still a pretty popular brand, but they were a metallic silver legging. I believe they were new with tag, and I had them listed at 10. No, I had them listed at 15. I did a 12 with discounted shipping, and the buyer accepted, so that netted me $6.07. This Coach bag I had sold some time ago. I got this at the regular Goodwill for $5.99. They didn't mark it up. I don't know. It was a legacy vintage Coach bag, and it was a promotional item. I knew because the serial number had an M in it. But a woman bought it the day I posted it, and that was back in October. And then she emailed me, and she was just like, this is a fake bag. You got to cancel the sale. Blah, blah. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll cancel. Like, I canceled the sale. And then she and I had a little correspondence back and forth because I was actually, like, I did a whole bunch of research before I posted the bag because I wanted to get it right. So I went on to the purse forum. I communicated with people there. I looked up pictures, and I didn't like all the answers I got on the purse forum blog. It's a good resource. for purse-related, brand name purse-related questions. I combined research that I did there and research that I can't even remember all the places I looked now, but I had a good amount of research in on this. And the M in the serial number that the buyer was disputing was actually indicated that was on bags that were promotional items at Nordstrom and Macy's. So it would be like a special release Coach that they only sold at those stores. Anyway, I'm going all down the rabbit hole on this, but it was genuine. It was a genuine vintage legacy Coach. So after she did that, I was just kind of put off, like I didn't repost it right away. And then I had it on a rack and it just kind of blended in with the clothes. And I just refound it the other day. I was like, oh shoot, I got to get this reposted. So it's just been sitting there since October. So I posted it for 100. Someone purchased it 10 minutes later. So I netted 80 on that. And again, I spent 6 at the regular Goodwill. These leggings, I wish I could go back in time and stop myself from buying them because I was so excited to buy them. They were Avia. They were size medium. And they were just a beautiful, bright, multicolor legging, cropped, activewear. You know, they weren't size small or whatever. And I was at a thrift store, and they were putting new clothes out. And it was a small, mom and pop type thrift store, so they didn't mind if you looked at the racks or whatever. So I saw those, and I asked the fellow, oh my gosh, these are so cute. How much are they going to be? He's like, oh, you can have them for $1. So I was like, yes. And that was back in October of 2021, and they've sat all this time. I've experimented with pricing, usually 20 or 15. So when I had a liker just, I guess, on the 20th here, I offered 11 with discounted shipping for a net of $507, so I paid $1 for those. So I made $4 on them finally after all these years. This has also been posted sometime. Carol Little is a good brand. I'm looking at the word brown because the shirt is brown. Carol Little is a good brand, 70s, 80s, very eclectic mix of clothing, a lot of boho, kind of Stevie Nicks style dresses, and also some very classic, like polka dot, that sort of thing. But her items are very nice, well made, and a broad range of styles. This was a brown tunic, and it had embroidery, and I thought it was very nice, and I had it listed as high as 30. I got it for $1 in a clothing batch from a person I used to buy clothing batches from. And I'd come down in price on this item. It was originally posted in September of 2021, so I'd settled on a recent price point to 15. No, I had it listed at 20 and someone offered me 15. I accepted for a net of 12. But I thought that shirt, because it was Carol Little and it was just nice, I feel like it was worth a little bit more, but the market didn't support what I thought, so I sold it because I want to sell things, right? I still am getting low balls and I'm not accepting all of them. I feel like maybe my placement in Poshmark's algorithm or my favor with Poshmark, maybe I'd do better if I start accepting some of those low balls, because this is another week of low sales, like 522 net. It's not enough. It's better than last week, but I usually don't have low volume, low dollar amount sales for this extended amount of time. So I'm starting to be a little bit concerned. And I mean, Poshmark isn't my only source of income, but yeah, I don't like having low sales for 2 weeks in a row. It's usually just for a week. So my next sale was a very recent pair of boots gotten from the Goodwill outlet. I posted them on the 13th of March. They were Lucky brand. They were a nice kind of camel tone leather harness. They had a little like southwestern kind of accent on the harness band. And they were nice. I had them listed at 40. Someone liked them. I offered 35 with discounted shipping, which netted me $25.02. And again, I got those at the bins very recently. This leather handbag, I paid $6.99 at Goodwill. My net on the sale was $6.07. I lost money because I had to underprice the bag, because when I got it at the Goodwill, I didn't look at it closely enough. There was some spotting on the front of the bag and just some wear to the leather that I didn't see in the store. So I had it priced at $15 and it had been posted just since January, but it wasn't really going to move at much of a higher price. So when this person came along and liked it, I offered 12 with discounted shipping, again, netting me $607. This raincoat is personal. This is mine. I've had it for years, and because in recent bins hauls I got some new raincoats, I decided to get rid of this one. So it was just Massimo, Target brand. And I had it listed at $15. Someone liked it, and I sent an offer for $12 and discounted shipping, netting me $607 all profit. These Cole Haan shoes, I'll have to pop on the screen if I got them at the bins or the regular Goodwill, because I can't remember. But they're a nice, real classic profile penny loafer style shoe. These sold outright for $35, so I netted $28 on those. I believe I got them at the regular Goodwill, so that would have, cost me about $7. And then this I got, so I sold one other of these. I had two of these. They were both $1 cost to me from a clothing lot. And it was a dickie. So it was like a turtleneck dickie that you wear underneath a sweater or a button front shirt to make it look like you have a full turtleneck on, and just gives a little extra warmth at the neck. And that sold. The other one had sold some time ago, but this one actually was not new with tag. The other had been, and this one had a little blemish, a little mark at the back. So I had it listed at $10. Someone offered me $8, which netted me $505. These Birkenstocks I just got in not my last Goodwill haul, but the previous haul before that. So I got them at the bins. I paid $1.68 for them. I had them listed at $45 because the style name was the Rosemead, which is supposed to be a little bit harder to find. It's like a brown suede woman's clog. That style came in other colors, but these ones happen to be brown. So I had them listed at $45. I'd been sending, as people liked it, I'd been sending offers for $40 with $4.99 shipping. Someone came along and offered $35, which is not much difference, maybe a few dollars different than $40 and $4.99 shipping. So I accepted, netting me $28. And then my last sale of this particular week was a Richard Malcolm retro shift dress. And this, I thought it was really attractive, and it was a good size. It was size 12. I'd had it posted since July of 2022, but it was just a mod print shift dress. It had quality thick material, like it wasn't flimsy. It would hold its form. Yeah, so I had that listed at multiple price points, and I had recently reposted it at $25. And a buyer that asked a question about it, after I answered the question, she just outright bought it. So I netted $20 on that. I had sent her an offer, but every blue moon that happens where someone will like something and I'll send them an offer and then they just come and buy it outright, bypassing the offer. And I always think when that happens, oh, they're going to contact Poshmark and say, oh, I meant to accept the offer and I didn't, or whatever. But I've actually only had that once happen. Happened one time where someone bought it at full price when I had sent an offer and they, wanted to get the offer price. Every other time it's happened, it's just the person bought it at full price and that was that. So that's awesome. I don't know why people do that, but I will take it. So that's what I sold. I'm going to get going. It's late. I just wanted to get this done so I could be more on track with my filming, because I had a backlog of videos before, and that's not fun because it takes a while to get caught up. So I am now caught up. All my bins hauls are videoed. All my what sold are videoed. So I'm current and I'm tired. And if you stayed this long and listened to me, I appreciate it. And I will be back soon with more content. And again, thank you for stopping by. Please a thumbs up. And I'll see y'all soon. All right. Bye.